Good morning, students. We were discussing about haloalkanes and haloarenes, in which we had seen the properties of carbon halogen bond in alkyl halides as well as aryl halides. We had seen that in alkyl halides, the nature of bond between carbon and the halide was polar, whereas in case of aryl halides, due to resonance or plus M effect, positive mesomeric effect, which is an electron displacement effect, double bond character was rising. As a result, the bond between the carbon and the halogen was strong. Based on these properties, there are a few properties of haloalkanes and haloarenes which can be studied under named reactions. So the questions asked from this part of the topic is to write down short notes or to write down the reactions, the name of which will be given, or use these reactions to do the desired convergence. So what I have done is I have extracted all the name reactions from both preparation and properties so that you can learn and remember the name reactions in a nutshell. Named reactions of haloalkanes and haloarenes. Is Finkelstein reaction. Methyl bromide reacts with sodium iodide. Methyl bromide or any alkyl bromide reacts with sodium iodide and ion exchange reactions takes place. An ion exchange reaction takes place. Ion exchange. The ions are exchanged and obviously now methyl iodide and NaBr will be formed. A similar type of reaction which involves ion exchange is Schwarz reaction. In Schwarz reaction, we take any alkyl halide and make it to react with silver fluoride. So it forms, due to ion exchange, it forms CH3, F and AgI. We had seen in our previous discussion that if CH3 Cl is, or if CH if say C2H6 is made to react with PCl5, then it can form CH3, CH2, Cl. This reaction is nothing but halogenation. This kind of alkyl halides or haloalkanes can condense, that means can join with each other in presence of sodium metal. sodium is given in dry ether so that it does not catch fire, because in protic medium, that means which contains OH and H plus or oxygen, it can catch fire. So sodium is given in dry ether. So 2 NaCl comes out, and these two carbon atoms, they join together and forms CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. It is a very important reaction from conversion and synthesis point of view. This reaction is called as Wurtz reaction. So we had seen halogenation, of alkane, and then after that Wurtz reaction. Now what about halogenation of arenes? For halogenation of arenes, that means say benzene, if you have to add chlorine here, then you have to take Cl2 in presence of FeCl3. I had shown you the mechanism in my previous class, that it forms chloronium ion, forms pi complex, and then sigma bond. Just like Wurtz reaction, when this kind of aryl halides or haloarenes, I can write like this also, reacts in presence of sodium in dry ether, then 2 NaCl comes out and forms biphenyl. Just like here it was forming CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Similarly here also biphenyl can be formed. This reaction is called as Fittig reaction. Fittig reaction. And this reaction is electrophilic substitution reaction. Now, if one alkyl halide and one aryl halide, they are made to undergo a reaction like Wurtz reaction, then what name will be given? We have seen Wurtz reaction, we have seen Fittig reaction, now we will see Wurtz-Fittig reaction. In Wurtz-Fittig reaction, one molecule has to be aryl halide in presence of 2 sodium metal in ether, and another molecule has to be haloalkane. So this is haloarine in general, and IUPAC name is chlorobenzene. And it is methyl chloride or chloromethane is IUPAC name. So 2NaCl will come out. And toluene will be formed. Methyl benzene or toluene. It is also called as toluene is formed. Next is diazotization. Diazotization reaction. If you take benzene and make it to undergo nitration, this will form nitrobenzene. This nitrobenzene can be reduced by giving tin plus HCl. This produces hydrogen gas. This hydrogen gas will make it amine. It will become aminobenzene. Now, to this aminobenzene, if you give HNO2 plus HCl, or NaNO2 plus HCl, then it forms benzene diazonium chloride. Since 4 bonds are there on this nitrogen, so 1 plus charge and Cl. It is called as benzene diazonium chloride. This benzene diazonium chloride is not a real haloarine but an intermediate of haloarine. From this we can produce haloarine by various methods. So diazotization is actually this reaction, but to get this aminobenzene we had to show this reaction. This is called as nitration, and this nitration is taking place electrophilically. Electrophilic nitration. Now we will use benzene diazonium chloride to produce a number of haloarenes. This is benzene diazonium chloride. In short, we can write like this. Now, if it is treated with Cu plus HCl, then it will form chlorobenzene, if we treat it with Cu plus HBr, it will form bromobenzene. If we treat it with CO2, Cl2 and HCl, it will form chlorobenzene. If we treat it with Cu2, Cl2, HBr, it will form bromobenzene. If we treat it with Cu2, Cl2, Hi, it will form iodobenzene. So whatever halide we take the same. We take Cu2 Br2 here. We will take Cu2 I2 here. Also, if we take HCl, then we will take Cu2 Cn whole twice, and it will form cyanobenzene. Now, this type of reaction is called as Gattermann reaction. Whereas it is similar, but here in case of taking copper, we are taking the halide of that. It is called as Sandemeyer reaction. This type of reaction is called as Sandemeyer reaction. Also, if we treat it with phenol, plus phenol, then it forms its H and its Cl comes out, and it forms N triple bond N this kind of compound, which is called as azo dye. It is a type of azo dye. It is a type of azo dye, gives a color, and this kind of reaction is called as coupling reaction. One more. Okay. If we treat it with hydrogen borofluoride, then HCl will come out, BF3 will come out, N2 will come out, and fluorine will take its place. Fluorine will take its place, N2 will be byproduct, BF3 will be byproduct, and HCl will be byproduct. This is called as Bals-Schiemann reaction. It is called as Bals, B A L Z, Schiemann reaction, S C H E I M A N N, Bals-Schiemann reaction. So how many name reactions we have seen? Sandmeyer reaction, Gattermann reaction, coupling reaction, and Bals-Schiemann reaction. Hell, Vollard, Zelinsky, reaction. What happens in this? You have to take any of the carboxylic acids. And if you treat it with any red phosphorus plus X2 and heat it. So this one of this hydrogen will be replaced and will form alpha halo carboxylic acids, CH3, CH2, CHX, COOH. Okay, it is called as 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 halo carboxylic acid or 2 halo 1, 2, 3, 4 butanoic acid. This 2 position is also called as alpha position. We can write alpha halo butanoic acid. Anything else left? Yes, Markovnikov's addition, although we have seen, but in this video it can be recorded. CH3, CH, double bond C, H and H. If it is treated with HBr, then it has 2 fates. In absence of peroxide, it will form 2 types of compounds, CH3, CH, H, CH, H, Br plus CH3, C, H, Br, CH, H, H. According to Markovnikov's rule, this product will be major product. It will be major in quantity, and this will be minor product. So this is Markovnikov's addition. What has taken place here? This is according to Markovnikov's addition. Markovnikov's rule is followed. According to Markovnikov's rule, across the double bonded carbon atom, hydrogen adds to that carbon atom which already contains more number of hydrogen atoms. So it is major, it is minor. It is not formed, it is formed, but it is minor. But in presence of peroxides, in presence of peroxide, it forms CH3, C, H, H, Br, C, Br, H and H plus CH3, CH, Br, CH3. In this case, this is major product and this is minor product. Here NT Markovnikov's rule is followed. NT Markovnikov's rule is followed. This effect is also called as Kharsh effect. K H A R S C H effect. Addition of the hydrogen on the carbon atom which has less number of carbon atom in presence of peroxide to form the major product is called as Markovnikov's rule or Kharsh effect. Okay, so we had seen Markovnikov's rule or Markovnikov's addition. And Markovnikov's addition also. Then we will see bromination. Say if any alkene is there which is symmetrical to this any symmetrical reagent like bromine attacks, then it forms CH2 single bond CH2, one bromine will be here and the bromine will be here. So this is called as, this is red in color and is obtained in dissolved state in CCl4. It's called as bromine water. And here it becomes colorless. So in this way we can distinguish between alkane and alkene also. We will see all this distinguish between, how to distinguish between haloalkane and haloarene, how to distinguish between alkane and alkene. So all these reactions will come into use in that case. Okay, and that is why these reactions are required. Sedgwick rule of beta elimination. Before this, let us try to understand that if you take CH3, CH2, CH2Cl, if you give aqueous KOH, you know what happens. Nucleophilic substitution reaction bimolecular takes place, isn't it? SN2 reaction takes place because it is not bulky group and forms CH3, CH2, CH2Cl. But if you give alcoholic KOH, means KOH dissolved in alcohol, KOH solution plus little bit of alcohol in that, then elimination will take place. That means one chlorine from this carbon and one hydrogen from this carbon will come out. Okay, so it will form CH3, CH, double bond, CH and H. So one H from this and one Cl from this has come out. It is called as beta elimination because it is one position, it is two position, it is alpha and it is beta. So beta elimination takes place. It is called as 1,2 elimination or beta elimination. Now when there are chances of beta elimination in two possible ways, then how do we find out the major product? There Sedgwick rule is used. So we will see what Sedgwick rule says. Let there be a molecule like this. Now if elimination takes place such that this hydrogen and this Cl comes out, then it will form CH3, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH double bond, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH double bond, CH2. Now it is also possible that this chlorine and this hydrogen comes out. Then what will be formed? Then it will form CH3, CH double bond, CH, CH3. Now which will be major and which will be minor? According to me, this will be major product and this will be minor product. But why so? There is a reason behind that, but we will apply Sedgwick rule. According to Sedgwick rule, that alkene is preferably formed which is more substituted with any other alkyl group across the double bond. Okay, so according to Sedgwick rule, more substituted alkene is preferably formed. Okay, now we will learn organic chemistry of this chapter from conversion point of view. We will see a few conversions, okay, like how to convert a chlorine atom which is in carbon atom number 1 to bring it into carbon atom number 2, how to convert any alkyl halide to aryl halide, how we can join one alkyl halide with another aryl halide. So based on these name reactions, we'll do a few conversions in our next class. Okay, thank you.